Hello everybody, my name is Karma from Wrecked the Hole, and once again I have woken from my slumber, and this time it's for a bit more personal of a reason. And I'm saying a bit more personal and not completely personal because this is a far bigger issue than myself. Today I received an email from YouTube saying I lost access to the advanced features in the YouTube Creator Studio, which I don't know specifically what those are. I'm gonna find out as soon as I try to upload this video. But either way, I've lost them, and the reason is while the email says that I may have lost access to the features because I violated the community guidelines, I seriously doubt that. I think I'm just another casualty in the Order 66 created by YouTube's AI detection. For those who don't know, a little while ago YouTube added AI detection features to their algorithm, and it's designed to weed out inauthentic content. Now, as far as what that means, on paper it means that YouTube is going to weed out the AI slop and content farm brainwash type content that has been plaguing YouTube for years. In practice, it's exactly what I expected from YouTube after the adpocalypse and all the that followed. It's a bunch of creators who did nothing wrong. There's a large part of me that feels like I shouldn't be mad anymore, because I've seen so much of this kind of shit from YouTube for years now that at this point it'd be more surprising if they didn't intentionally or unintentionally f the creators over in some way. YouTube corporate is to a content creator's livelihood and well-being what a demon of Nurgle is to flesh. They possess just a potent aura of corruption and decay. You know, I remember the day I was really radicalized against YouTube in the sense that the government needs to step in and pass laws to make YouTube and other social media platforms where you can share posts and videos like it effectively the digital public square. Even before I fully walked away from leftism, so long as the speech is legal, YouTube should not ban it. As far as that position goes, I got very radicalized on it the day that my childhood hero, Leafy is Here, was banned off YouTube. I was so angry that day I could barely breathe. It takes a special level of hubris to look at 4 million people, as Leafy did have 4 million subscribers at the time. It takes a special level of hubris to look at those people and tell them to go f themselves and ban the creator they've supported for years. So much hubris, so much sheer disrespect. They didn't even do the bare minimum and send out a tweet saying, "Hey, we're sorry, we know you like Leafy, but he broke our rules." They just banned him without even giving him a reason for it. I'm just gonna say for the sake of transparency that I'm honestly a little bit beyond having the government pass policies, specifically for YouTube, because I want people at YouTube corporate to go to jail for all the damage they've done. Then, now with all my grievances in mind, it's not all doom and gloom. There is a way for YouTube to be what it once was, a platform where you can express yourself however you want. And it has to happen on the federal policy level. And bear in mind, these policy ideas I have don't just relate to free speech and YouTube. I would like to see these policies implemented for all social media platforms, because people's livelihoods do rely on them. First, on the free speech front, federal policy needs to be passed that effectively makes it illegal for social media platforms to ban people for speech that isn't illegal. Personally, I think a fair punishment would be a fine up to $5 grand, which is given to the people who aren't paid for content. And for people who do make money with social media as their main source of income or just a side hustle, they should be paid the $5 grand plus up to 10 times the amount of money they theoretically would have made during the time they weren't being paid. At the end of the day, these platforms have to make money, so threatening their ability to make money is a good way of getting line, which leads me to the monetary front. Federal policy needs to make it illegal for social media platforms to monetize content unless they're paying the people who post the content. I don't know how other platforms do this, but I know a while ago YouTube started placing ads on videos that weren't even monetized. That was an actual Scrooge McDuck idea. But hey, YouTube's been whipping their creators on the crotch for years up to that point, so why not just go for broke and move closer to making them their actual slaves?
Don't beat me, Massa! Please don't beat me, Massa! Don't beat that tired old body! No! Don't!
If I were to take somebody's art or something they've made and monetize it, I'd be rightfully sued into the dirt. The only reason YouTube's gotten away for it for as long as they have is because they've got a pack of feral lawyers on their side. Finally, the algorithms that push certain types of content towards people need to be made illegal. Now, this is more so based on a principle I've held onto for a long time. It's not fair that content people work hard on to make high quality gets pushed down by an algorithm that shoves slop down our throats. Now, in principle, I'm not against the idea of a machine that gives you content that you want. The problem is that the technology can be gamed and tricked by content that gets lots of views but is ass. I really want the algorithm to go the way of the dodo in its current state now, because there's a growing number of people who think social media itself is a problem and needs to be nuked out of existence due to the extremism that's being pushed by these algorithms. And I love nothing more than proving people's idiotic and ignorant theories wrong. Ironically, YouTube is about halfway there, as the hype feature allows videos to get popular without the broken-ass algorithm. Anyway, that's all I've got for today, folks. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a dislike, and if you want to see the uncensored version, look up my Rumble page. My name is Karma, and I'm still off, but maybe I'll feel better once I return to my slumber.